VicaLove.
Girl, I gotta be next to you.
VicaLove.
Girl, I gotta be next to you.
I'm waiting, anticipating.
My time.
Hey my loves, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So as y'all read in the title, this is gonna be an update video on like nursing school, how I did this semester, and a little bit of update on my life. So I guess we'll just get started. So the last video, well, nursing video that y'all saw of me, I think it was like from 2 months ago. I was pretty much stressing, like I was overwhelmed and stressed. I think a lot was going on. I honestly don't fully remember. I just remember I was stressed, and I think during the video I was like, I wish it was a part-time program, like I can't take this and stuff like that. I did get over that time because I'm here right now. But yeah, this semester, since going back, because I don't remember if I told y'all, but like the last time I was in nursing school or whatever was like in a full-time program. It was technically fall of 2018, but then part-time really was just one class. It was spring of 2019. I had taken Pharmacology over, and then from there I took like a 1.5 year break because of, well, first the money. My school's expensive, man. My school is mad expensive for no reason. It's still expensive. Like I don't understand. Like it literally feels like every semester they just keep raising the price over and over. But yeah, so the price, and then a lot of good things were coming my way with like the entertainment stuff, with like acting and modeling and singing and stuff like that. So I took a break because of that. And honestly, I really needed it mentally. I was tired of school. Like I was tired of school. Yeah, I don't understand. Like technically I should have been graduated since 2018 if all had went according to plan or whatever. I should have been graduated since then. But like with my school, like I didn't get accepted into the nursing program until what? Until technically 2018, because at that time I was gonna go off to the Navy active duty. Yeah, I was gonna go off to the Navy active duty, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was a part-time, I really don't remember. It was something like that. It was something with the Navy. I swear I got accepted 2018. It was 2018, but was it active though? I don't remember. I feel like it was part-time. I swear I signed a contract for part-time. I don't remember. Sorry guys, like I feel like I'm a bit all over the place. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. I didn't write anything down before this video. I was just like, you know what, let me give y'all an update. So that's what I did. But anywho, so yeah, so I didn't get accepted into the nursing program until like 2018. So like I think it was June 2018, because at that time I was ready to switch over into like a different program, and I was ready to go off to like the Navy and stuff like that. But yeah, but by God's grace, they finally accepted me, because they must have had pity on me, because I just had a lot going on. And in my opinion, as well as in many other schools' opinion, I guess my GPA may not have been high enough, but by God's grace I got accepted. So yeah. But anywho, but yeah, I should have been graduated since 2018, but I didn't get accepted into the program until 2018, because prior to that I got accepted into the school. But yeah, anywho, I feel like I'm rambling. Anyways, so yeah, so this semester was the first time I went back, and it was different. It was online, and it took a little bit to get used to. I don't know, I feel like sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. I liked the flexibility of it for sure, because you could technically be anywhere and go to class online, so it allows you to get more stuff done, in my opinion, which I do like. So it does work better for someone like me who has a very busy life, has a lot going on, who likes to put a lot on her plate and get stuff done, you know. So technically it did work better for me. It was different, like I said. I don't know, I think the thing I liked most about it was that professors were able to record their lessons and you could just watch it afterwards. So yeah, I like that part about it. The semester overall, it was overwhelming. Definitely overwhelming. It was stressful. Some parts weren't that stressful and I felt like you could breathe, and then out of nowhere it's like, yo, where did all this work come from, you know? If you're in nursing school, you know what I'm talking about. If you're about to start nursing school, you're gonna find out. So yeah, But yeah, it was definitely stressful. The hardest class for me, honestly, I thought it was gonna be pharmacology because, like I said, I had failed pharmacology 1 way back when. So I'm like, all right, pharmacology, like, yo, Vika, you gotta buckle down and study this. But honestly, I did pretty good in pharmacology this semester. So I was like, wow. The teacher, first of all, the teacher I had for Pharm 2, amazing. She's so sweet. Oh my gosh. And I don't think I put in, no, I didn't, of course not. It was for finals week. So for finals week or around that time, so it was for her. And then my Med Surg teacher, like, our class did like this little thank you thing where like we wrote thank you notes, and then at the end of like their review sessions for our finals, we're like how we have to tell them something, and then we would lift up our signs. I'm pretty sure I have the recording, so I'll probably put it in now.
I haven't seen everybody together. Some of you I never see. Look how nice.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, this is great. It's too bad we're not in the class together. I would have made a cake for that. Bead cake. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being a great group. You know, I'm really proud of you guys. You did really, really well. I wish we were in class.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Oh, that's so not fair.
Thank you for an amazing semester.
Thank you.
I just want you all to become nurses. That's all. Ready? There we go. Wait, one more. Okay. All right. I love you guys. You're all gonna be fun.
So yeah, we just like did that because like they were literally so sweet. Like those two were like the best teachers that we had this semester. The other ones, I mean, 2 of the other ones were they were decent. They weren't bad. The other one, and then this other one was just all over the place. Like, yeah, no. I passed her class, that's for sure, with an A. Thank you, God. It was for mental health, actually. Mental health, I actually thought mental health was gonna be like my most favorite. Like, that's the class I guess I was most excited about when I started this semester. I'm like, oh my God, we're doing mental health. Like, I'm excited to get to know more about that and like, I guess look at the nursing perspective of it. But like, I don't know if it was just the way that the teacher taught it or the lack of teaching. Like I said, I got an A overall. My final grade was an A for the class. Tests, I pretty much got 100. And I think the final I got like a 90 or 95. No, I think I got a 90. So I did well. It's just, I guess I'm not too fond of how we were taught in the class. And even for clinicals, I mean, clinicals was all right. It wasn't bad. We're on an adult floor. I don't know. It was just, I didn't like, okay, so for clinicals for mental health, I didn't like the way the nurses really didn't interact, or at least at the hospital that I went to, the nurses really, weren't really interacting with the patients. Like, a lot of the patients seemed bored, or like, yeah, it was just weird. Like, for us as clinical students, what we did was basically talking and interacting with the patients on the mental health floor, and getting to know them and like what's going on with them, how they feel about their treatment, backstory. If some of them even like told us about like how they grew up and like the abuse that they endured. There was one kid there, I'm trying to see without revealing too much, like honestly, he was, you're not supposed to have favorite patients, they say, right? But he was literally my favorite patient. I absolutely loved him, yo. He was the sweetest like kid ever. Like, he's not a kid, like I said, we're adults. I was on the adult floor, so he was like the younger of the adults, right? But he was so sweet. He had so much going for him, and it was great to see how like even with all the abuse that he had endured and all the things that he'd been through in his life, he still had like such a positive mindset. And like yes, he went through a lot. Yes, there's times that are hard, and that's not even specific to like people with like mental health disorders or whatever, but like all of us in general. Like, we go through hard times, and it's really up to us as to how we look at the situation. And like, let me see, what am I trying to say? So I guess it's up to us how we handle difficulties in our life. We could choose to be pessimistic and like angry at the whole world and just not look at the world in a positive view, or we could be optimistic, look at the world in a positive view, know that yes, we've been through some crazy-ish, but there's better out there for us. Like, we may have went through whatever we went through for a particular reason, not for ourselves, but maybe for someone else, and to help someone else out, you know? So yeah, so with this kid, like when he was talking to us, it was just like, wow. Like, cause it was like midday and we were just getting ready to leave because nothing was really going on the floor. But then him and then some other patients, like younger patients, came and like wanted to talk to us, which was great. But yeah, that was literally like the best experience that I had for my mental health clinical, and it was just amazing. And he was also like a singer and a musician, so I was able to connect with him on that level, and like some of the other stuff that like he was talking about that he'd been through and whatever. So it was just like, wow. And like he actually sung for us. Like you could tell he was nervous at first, but like he warmed up as he kept going. And I don't know if he's watching this, if you'll ever see this, but if you do, you know who you are. I'm rooting for you, and you made a positive impact on my life and also some of our other clinical mates, because when we're doing like our after clinical like talks or whatever, like everyone was saying like, yo, that was the best experience ever, like the highlight of clinical. But yeah, so I guess that was my highlight for that mental health clinical, and some of the things I don't like about it, some of the things I did like about it. Like I said, I feel like the nurses could interact more with their patients. I feel like that's one of the reasons I went into nursing, because originally, many of y'all probably don't know this unless you know me personally, I wanted to be a doctor, either like a pediatrician or an OBGYN, but I had went to this medical camp when I was a 10th grade or a junior or whatever during the summer, and I realized it's really the nurses that, like, in my opinion, are doing most of the work, or like they're the ones that are able to interact with the patients. And I think that's what I want, to interact with patients, not just go in for like 10-15 minutes, be like, all right, this is what's going on, this, that, and the third. Like, you don't really know your patient, you know? You can't form a bond with them, and I want to be able to like form a connection, form a bond with them, you know? So yeah, but yeah, and then my other clinical was for Med Surg. I guess technically that was my hardest class. When I first started, it didn't feel that hard, because like our first section was like pulmonary, and I honestly felt fine with that. The quiz, I think I got like a 90 something. No, I didn't. I think it was like an 85, 90. 85, 90 was like my first quiz for the pulmonary, and I was like, all right, that's not bad, like that's pretty good. And then after that, we went to cardio, and I was like, oh, I see why they say Med Surg is so difficult. So we went to cardio, and it just, life got crazy around that time. And I think that's around the time I was probably filming the last video, was when we went to cardio and going into the next section. I think we were on EKGs. EKG wasn't that bad though. But yeah, that cardio section, woo, cardio was interesting. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just say that it's a lot. Yes, I would say Med Surg was probably my most difficult. My grade for that class ended up being a C+, and you know what? I'm happy about that. You know why? Because I mean, I passed. If I got a C, yo, when I tell you, I was so stressed during finals, like when it came to that class, and like me waiting for my score, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need like a C+. Like, if I get a C, that means I failed, that means I'm out the program, and I'm just like, yo, contemplating life, what am I gonna do next? Like, I have other stuff going for me, but it's like, yo, I do want this degree. Like, yeah, I could pursue something else. Like, I do want to do like social work and stuff. I could have pursued that as like a degree, and then I still have my entertainment stuff, the military too. I don't know, I wasn't thinking about that. I'm like, yo, in my head I'm like, I can't fail this. Like, oh my gosh, like I need a C+ on this class so I could pass, so I could go into the next semester. I'm gonna save that because I was about to ramble on about next semester, but I'm gonna save that till later on in the video. But yeah, so I got a C+ in Med Surg, and if y'all nursing students know, a C+ is great because that means you pass and that means you're moving on. So C's get degrees, okay? And when you're looking for a job, honestly, they don't care what well, yeah, they don't care like, oh, if you made C+ your whole nursing school journey. Like, as long as you're a good nurse, because some people, they could be A+ students but be a horrible nurse, okay? And then you could have that a nurse who made C+ or B's her whole nursing journey and be the most amazing nurse ever. So just saying. But yeah, so I got a C+ in that class. Like I said, that was probably, I guess, the most difficult class for my semester. Even though I kind of felt like pharmacology was, but I did pretty well in pharmacology. I think it was like, because I went to like tutoring with the professor. I went to tutoring with the professor for Med Surg too, but I don't know. But the professor for Med Surg, she was great too. And y'all saw the little thank you thing I did for her as well previously in a video. She was a great teacher. She was super sweet, super sweet. But yeah, so yes, Med Surg clinical. Med Surg clinical, I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess. I mean, some days varied. Some days we didn't have much to do. Some days half the floor was COVID. Well, no, one of the days half the floor was COVID, and there was really nothing for us to do. Like, some nurses weren't willing to take on a nursing student to follow them around. So at that point, we just went down to like this cafeteria area, and we were just talking with our clinical professor and doing concept maps. And yeah, that it was like pretty chill because there was literally nothing for us to do. And at that point, she didn't want us to just go home and not get anything out of the day. Like, some of us don't live close to where the clinical site was, like me, for example. So she was like, she wants the day to be somewhat productive. So we just did concept maps. She gave us like different scenarios, and we just basically worked on that for half the day. But yeah, some days there were like COVID patients, and we were not allowed to go into the rooms with COVID patients. So we would just, if our nurse had that patient, we just wouldn't follow her for that patient. But Med Surg clinical, I mean, it was all right. I mean, I guess I could have had a better experience, but I don't know, it was all right overall. Our clinical professor was great. She was so sweet. She was actually pregnant too. I was like, oh. But yeah, she was so sweet. Definitely down to earth. For Med Surg clinical, what did I get to do? I got to give like a lot of medications this semester, that's for sure. So I did like IM injections, I did like injections in the tummy, injections in the arm, an IV push. I was like monitoring, I remember I was monitoring this one patient who was on, what was it, a non-rebreather mask? The one that gives, oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, like I do need to like study during the summer to like keep my mind fresh, but the mask that gives like the most air, it's a non-rebreather, right? Let me know down in the comments below if you're a nursing student, so, because I'm like, damn, I dead forgot. But yeah, she was on a non-rebreather mask, and we were trying to switch her over. Me and her nurse were trying to switch her over to something that gave less oxygen to see how she does. And I remember like just having to watch her as we switched her over to like the nasal cannula, and like just trying to comfort her because like she was definitely scared because her oxygen was going lower. And you just have to make sure like the patient doesn't see you getting nervous, and just like make sure that you're comforting the patient. But yeah, this semester for Med Surg, it was all right. I feel like overall I feel like maybe I could have had like better experiences with clinicals, but I don't know. So my grades this semester, as I said before, for Med Surg it was a C+, but I'm very grateful for that C+, okay? For pharmacology, I got a B+, and then for evidence-based practice in nursing, for mental health, and for integration 2, I got an A. So I think I did pretty well for someone who hasn't been in nursing school for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and then going back during this pandemic that we're going through. I think I did pretty well. So good job, Vika, good job. All right, so next semester now is gonna be literally my favorite semester, because we're doing OB, PEDS. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for those clinicals, and the classes in general I'm hella excited for. So we have OB and PEDS, and then The other classes that I'm also have is Integration 3, Community and Nursing of the Older Adults. So, but for clinicals, this could be the OB clinicals on like the labor and delivery floor, PEDS clinicals, and we have a community clinical. But yeah, yo, next semester, yo, son, oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Oh, and then I don't know if any of like y'all schools, wherever you're from, also does this, but we also have to like take a med calculation exam like every semester before we go to clinicals to see if they'll even let us into clinicals. And let me tell you, I'm good at math and like med cal, I'm really good at. But like, so we have 3 attempts, right? The first attempt, I made like, what was my mistake? I made one mistake. You need 100. I made one mistake. It was like some from grams to pounds or kilograms or something like that. I'm like, I was so mad. Like, I just missed like one step because I needed to divide again or something like that. And I was like, all right, fine. Like, I was upset, but I'm like, all right, fine. It's an okay mistake. It's not an okay mistake, but it's an okay mistake. So my second time, I was like, all right, you got this. And let me tell you, I was so pissed. I made such a stupid mistake. It was from tablespoons, or no, I think it was teaspoons to milliliters, and it was like, how much is, what was it, whatever to whatever. I put 3, but the answer was 5. And let me tell you, I was so tired because it was literally a simple conversion problem. I was like, are you serious? Like, I was so pissed off. I'm like, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Because at that time I had my score for Med Surg, so I knew I passed. But now I'm like, yo, now what's this? Now like the devil is trying to prevent me from doing my OB clinicals. And I'm like, what the heck? So is this shaking? Wait, sorry guys. This is shaking. What the hell? Okay, sorry about that guys. So it's still shaking, but when I look back at my footage, it doesn't look like it's shaking on camera. So yeah, that second attempt, like that mistake was just so stupid. Like, I was so pissed off at myself, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, the devil just doesn't, like, if it's not one thing, it's another. Like, so the third attempt, I'm just having such high anxiety, and it's like, yo, Vika, you cannot get this wrong. Like, you going to do your OB clinical next semester. Like, that's literally like the most anticipated semester that I've been waiting to do, and like these obstacles were trying to come in my way. Like, oh no, we doing this clinical. So for attempt 3, they had like remediation at first, so like they were just going over all of the questions that whoever was in their third attempt got wrong. I knew instantly once it came to mind, like, yeah, that was just a stupid mistake. I don't know what happened with that one, but long story short, I passed on the third attempt. And I was just like, finally, like, yo, thank God. And at that point, I think everything was done after that. Like, yeah, that was like literally like my last thing for that semester. And I was like, oh my God, I could breathe now. My brain instantly felt such relief. I think I took myself to go to the movies that day, like right after I was done and past that. What did I see? I don't even remember. It was not Cruella. It wasn't Profile. I think it was Nobody. I think I went to go see Nobody that day. And I did see Cruella too. Did you guys see it? Let me know down in the comments below if you saw it and what y'all thought. I thought it was really good, actually. Me and my little boo thing, we went to see it together, and then we watched it again, like not in the theaters, like at least twice. But it was really good. I liked it. Anywho, so yes, no, next semester I'm very excited for that. It's like my most anticipated semester. Oh, and I also have like some good news. So I applied for a job at a children's hospital, and basically I got the job. So I was dumb hyped about that because I've been trying to work with children at a hospital for like years now. Like my first CNA job that I had, it was like with the geriatric, well, it was with adults / geriatrics or whatever. It's like a one-to-one CNA position. Like, I mean, I don't know, I just wasn't fully happy with it, just because I know that's not what I want to do in the long run. I don't want to work with the geriatric population. I don't know, that's just not where my heart is. Like, my heart is like working with kids, or like I love anything that deals with like pregnancy and babies. So And I've known that since I myself was like a kid, since I was in middle school, even prior to that. So it's like, yeah, I'm not happy doing this. Like, I do it, I take care of my patients. I do what has to be done. Like, I take care of them, you know. Some of them are really sweet. Others were, you know, it could be a handful, but like some of them were really sweet, but it wasn't where my heart was. So yeah, I got the job at the Children's Hospital, so I'm really excited. I applied for a nursing attendant position, and apparently the managers really liked me, or the manager really liked me. So she's actually going to be, or supposed to be, creating a position for me that's separate, that she feels would work better for when I go back to school. So I'm like, oh my gosh, look at God. Because I had applied for like a part-time, so they're trying to create like a per diem position for me. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, God, you are so good. Like, I was mad hype about that. Like, first of all, at the hospital, the Children's Hospital I really want to work at. The other one I would really want to work at might be like New York Presbyterian, because it's New York Presbyterian. But like this Children's Hospital, like I went to it when I was a kid, so it's like, oh my gosh, like look at that. I'm also like still applying though to like other jobs. Like I'm trying to see if I could get like a per diem on like a labor and delivery floor too, because if I can, oh my gosh, like my two loves, oh my gosh, you know. So pray for me about that. But like I thank God that I was able to get that job. So currently still in the process of like doing, I guess, onboarding and like references and stuff like that for that. I mean, right now it's kind of like maybe somewhat slow, just because they are trying to create that particular position for me. But I guess it also kind of works too, because this month I'm away doing military duties for the month. So I'm out here at my base. Well, I'm at the hotel now, near my base. So yeah, so it kind of works. It kind of works out. I don't know if there's anything else you guys like want to know about me. I could leave it in like the comments below and I could get back to you. Or if I get like enough questions or whatever, I could do like a question answer or more of a get to know me, because I feel like you guys don't fully know me. Like, you know what I show you, like the little bits and pieces of my life. Y'all know I'm in the military. Y'all know that I act, I model, I sing, I'm in nursing school. But if you want to get to know a little bit more about Vika, leave it down in the comments below. If y'all want me to do like a get to know me video or even a question and answer video, yeah, just leave it down in the comments below or hit me up in my DMs on Instagram, let me know. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I feel like I say this in all of my videos, but I hope I did not ramble or wasn't too all over the place, because I feel like sometimes I'm just all over the place. And when I watch it over, it's like, yeah, you all over the place. And then other times like, oh, no, you wasn't all over the place. But yeah, so I don't know if I am or if I was or not. But yeah. Oh, also this video is probably gonna be, yeah. So after this video will most likely be my last Dubai video, like vlog wise. So I'm either gonna put out 1 or 2 more videos, because I have like 2 more days remaining from like that timeline, because I did a poll on Instagram and Snapchat to see if you guys wanted like a long Dubai video or break it up into days. So I've been breaking it up into days, and honestly it would have been out if nursing school wasn't stressing me out too much. And you know, I have to prioritize, so that's what I was doing. I was prioritizing nursing school over putting out videos. But the rest of the Dubai videos, Dubai vlogs should be out this month, so that should be the next video. After this video will be the last Dubai vlog or the last 2 Dubai vlogs, and then I have some military videos that's gonna be going out for you guys. I also have a fitness one. It's somewhat old, like, yeah, it's kind of old, but like I feel like you guys will like it, because it's like a fitness challenge that I did, and I feel like a lot of people would be interested in it. So I'm gonna put that out too. And if you guys have any other video suggestions, like I said, just leave it down in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and bye.
VicaLove.